Welcome, mortals. I, Craven WickeCrane, here on this special season because this will be the finale of the show. And I think it's time for you mortals need to know about myself in life, how I became to be, and how this show is really all about. Prepare the story that you're about to be heard, a tale from this fellow top hat bird. How this bird became to be. Follow along with me. I was born in Lantern's village, lived in a manor where all the cricket trees are round. My dearest parents, little sister, and my dear uncle, all born cravenous hybrid birds, part cranes and part ravens. And that's how I got my name, of course. Craven Burton WickeCrane. Look how young I was. The first child of the family of WickeCrane. These are my beloved parents, my father Edgar WickeCrane, who is a fencer, owner of the Paul's Library, and a great writer. My mother, Sally Ellen WickeCrane, who is a dancer, fencer as well as my father, and mixologist for humans and animals. And my little sister, Saturday WickeCrane, who is inventor, studied mythical experiments, and TikTok chick. And certainly my uncle, Jasper WickeCrane, but we called him Chaps. Uncle Chaps. He's a bit plump, almost like a cold and raw turkey. Insanely genius of mad scientist who invented things that brings back from the dead and hybrid creatures to life. But we still love him the most. And that's all the Wicked Crane family. We are the storytellers, quite a poet, about creepy and ghoulish stories. That brings us all together. There's a little secret that you don't know about my whole family. We are born not only quite spooky and storytellers, but gained powerful as we are wizards and witches. Also, we have a magical abilities of shapeshifting into other creatures, and most of all, Guissimo werewolves. You see, it runs in the family. Of course, I like to called Craven Bears. My whole family agreed. We befriend to the Guissimos as they welcome us to join them, gathering for the Guissimos' Halloween traditions, telling spooky stories, carved the pumpkins, and we danced through the night around the fire. We are gifted with powers and mostly curses, which is simply divine. We can control our powers as we want, only to use it responsibly for special occasions. As the past season ago, I was in 3 parts episode of the Craven Bear. That was some fun back there. Terrified as they learned their lessons. In my youthful age, me and my sister Saturday was accepted in the Magical Academy for humans, animals, and Hybridians witchcraft and wizardry. As I said before, we gained powerful as wizards and witches, so that makes me a wizard too, didn't I? Learning magics and spells, studied history, science, and herbology, and most of all, shape-shifting lessons. And that's where I met my dear friend, Mackerel Badger, who is also a shapeshifter as well, into Guissimo, which he prefer himself Big Mike. We come a long way together. Ah, those are the good old days. Even I was the popular student in the Magical Academy. When we're using this magic door to the woods for a classroom to the monsters that we can see, which it will inspire me to create some stories about them. In this classroom has woods inside, who run by the monstrous shapeshifter, form of the Guissimo. Which of course, the only teacher in Magic Cow Academy is a Professor Buxton Draggletooth. He's like Beaver, irregular altogether. He teaching us about legends of the monsters, spiritual ghosts, even on Halloween. I admire the tales, which is also inspired me. So I decided to create my own stories involves monsters of my own. Even Professor Dragontooth encouraged me to do so, to live to tell a tale. A spooky tale. Through the years, I see many people who's bullied everyone, treated from dysfunctional family, and quite possibly irresponsibilities from liars and idle people, especially greedy. That's how I got a pitch for this story about monsters and ghouls haunting everyone who's being naughty, greedy, and doing all the bad things. Some is all just a dream and safe, but some are not. That goes to show them about their greed and dysfunctional will soon be taught a lesson. Like my father, who is a storyteller and shapeshifter, who also proud of me the way I make the story like that. I can tell the stories and frightening everyone all through Halloween. I see everyone watching videos on YouTube these days. And I'm only here to tell stories, spookiest stories, just like my father. So I've decided in a ghoulish way that I'd make my own videos on YouTube channel in 2019 called Craven WickeCrane Halloween Tales, which of course is hosted by yours truly. So everybody can watch it. In the past few years, through a case of virus, 5 seasons later, it's the least best but greatest Halloween stories that little ones, even young and old, can ever see. And they love my spookiest stories ever, that they can pass it on to others, just for fun. And tonight, I would like to have a little treat for you all from the moment of the seasons of the Craven Wicked Queen's Halloween Tales, hosted by me, Craven Wicked Queen.
I'll never leave you behind.
You've been scarecrow!
I'll never leave you behind. I'll never leave you behind.
Frightful tricks for delightful treats to remember by when walking down through the streets. It's farewell but not forever. We still be here to be seen. We'll be everywhere, even on your door, on every Halloween.